Okay, what's the question again?
Why do you think dating is hard?
Because of social media. Social media got these chicks thinking that they got options that they don't have.
Can I say something?
Hold on.
Hold on.
So social media got these chicks thinking that they got something that they don't have. So they only fuck with niggas who got bread, and then turn around and be mad when them type of dudes who got a bunch of money want every bitch. These same bitches will turn around and pay Chris Brown $1,000 to take pictures with him. You feel me? See, hold on. They charge broke niggas to chill with them, but the more money you got, the less you got to spend. See, women only want to deal with dudes who don't have no opinion. That's why you see a lot of these bad chicks with these goofy ass, soft ass niggas who ain't gonna challenge them on nothing, who ain't gonna ask them no questions. Any man that got his own shit taken care of, don't need their money, don't need their pussy. They don't want to deal with a nigga like that. They want a nigga that they could talk to crazy and disrespect them because they don't want no structure. They scared of real men, you feel me? Because a real man ain't gonna let them talk crazy and do all that goofy dumb.
Okay, off rip, I have to say, I don't see where this guy told any lies. I don't see where this guy told any lies. First of all, we have to start off with the beginning of the conversation because he said a mouthful, okay? And the first step is when he said that social media has a lot of modern women thinking that they have things or thinking that they are someone that they're not. Because social media, you know, the likes, the followers and stuff like that builds them up to make them feel like, oh yeah, I deserve a man who is high earning because I have this many followers on Instagram, because I have this many likes, because, you know, I have this persona. And so it's very true. Like a lot of women are living in this facade. They're being tricked by the facade of other women, and then they're exposing themselves or displaying themselves in that same kind of facade manner to prove that they are something. And it's like, just because you're dressing up to take pictures every day does not mean anything. Like, if we're being really, that does not mean anything. That has no merit on the type of person that you are at all. Okay. It just means that you can put up a pretty image and somebody will like it or follow it. And sometimes it's not even just the image, it's the aesthetic and all that. Okay. Second of all, what he was saying about the women who will, you know, charge the broke man to spend time with them. Like, oh, you know, if you don't got money, then you can't take me on a date. If you don't have money, then, you know, you can't do this or do that. If we're not going to this restaurant that's going to cost you $200-$300 on the first date, then you don't have time to deal with me. And then, ironically, as he said, when they get with a man who has a lot of finances or whatever, they don't know how to act. And I've literally said this in a live stream that I did, talking about how a lot of women are scared of a good man, and it's a factual thing. Okay, it's a factual thing. One of the reasons why they're scared is because a good man or a strong man, somebody that you as a female you cannot challenge, he is displaying his masculine energy 100-fold, and you know, it brings out like a weakness in a woman, right? A man who is walking strong in his masculine energy, it brings out the weakness of a woman because it's putting her in her place. Whether she wants to be in her place or not, whether she feels like, you know, she's an alpha female or, I'm a woman that, you know, I'm an alpha as well. Like whenever she's like that and she's around a masculine man, it makes her feel inferior, which should not be a problem, right? Like, because that's how nature has it. It should not be an issue for you to feel that way because that's the natural order and the natural balance. However, with a lot of these females, they don't like that. It makes them get upset. It makes them get aggressive. Sometimes it makes them fold and it puts them in the place that they should be, rightfully so, which is a good thing. But sometimes it has a negative impact and they try to be even more disrespectful or more combative because they want to prove that they are who they think they are when they're not. When they are not. So that's one of the reasons why women don't like to be with a man who is, you know, on his P's and on his Q's. Another reason why is because whenever you're in a relationship, it is the most vulnerable state to be in. In a relationship, that is when it's like the other party is holding up a mirror to you, showing you yourself. That's why I always talk about relationships and I stand firm on talking about relationships because it is it is the pivot for evolution for you. Like, it really is, because that's somebody who's going into all depths of life with you. When you go through ups, downs, sadness, trauma, whatever, somebody is with you and they're holding up who you are back to yourself. They are showing you yourself through arguments, through disagreements, through happy times, through whatever. You keep getting revelations of yourself, to yourself. And a lot of women, if we're going to be real, okay, we don't need the if, ands, buts, but that's not true, but men, but this, no. Just truthfully speaking, a lot of women can't deal with the depths of themselves when they have the depths of themselves revealed to them. A lot of women are unwilling to unpack that childhood trauma, unwilling to unpack the problems that they have, unwilling to unpack the fact that they are not perfect and that they actually have flaws, even though they think that they're, perfect, and they're not. So I think I could keep going on and on, but there's a lot of reasons why a lot of women are afraid of a man who is bringing structure. And of course, there's a lot of women who have never experienced structure from a man. Maybe they grew up in a house with just their mom. Their mom was telling them that they don't have to listen to a man and that they could do bad all by themselves. And so when they get around men, they just genuinely don't know how to act. Right? A man who she can't turn around and act like you're beneath me, or I run you, or I'm going to tell you what to do, or I'm going to tell you to sit down. Whenever she meets or encounters a man who's the complete opposite, like, who you talking to? Who you talking to? Because you're not talking to me like that. She doesn't know how to deal with it. A lot of times you'll see a woman who's dealing with a man who puts them in their place and they're extremely emotional about it. Right? Because the feeling is, again, it's going all the way back to those triggers that they have from their childhood days that they didn't even know that they had. And they don't like it. And some of them will evolve and grow through those situations, and some of them will run. So what he's saying, listen, I don't see anything that he said wrong. Okay, I really, really don't. We do know that there are females who mess with men who don't have any money, but it's because it's not about the money. It's because it's about his aura. Right? What they call BDE, yeah, that. And that doesn't have a tax bracket. Right? So financially, there's a ways to, captivate women and express yourself, but more than just the finance, because you have some men that have money that he's saying that could exercise options that are still letting women lead the relationship, that are still letting women tell them what to do because they're not used to women. Okay? And then you have some men that don't have any money. So I'm just proving the point that it's higher than even just finance. You have some men that don't have any money and can run a girl like this, just spin her on his finger because of his aura, his energy, his, what he brings, the type of man that he is. So overall, I agree with what this man said. But then, in the middle of this interview, there was a second part where a woman walked up, and so we're going to watch that as well.
So my question was, do you fuck with a real woman?
Let me answer that question.
And the reason why I asked
I'm
is because if you fuck with a real woman, she's going to agree with you. Hey, maybe I shouldn't step outside wearing this,
I respect that,
this
baby.
nasty ass shit.
Let me answer that. This is the problem. The real woman is standing too close to the hoes, so we don't know the difference until we start talking to y'all. No, listen. I met a lot of women. It don't mean, I don't care if they from the hood. I don't care if they got two parents. Their interests are the same. It's like right now, right? If you see 10 lions coming down the street, are you gonna try to figure out which lion gonna bite your ass or not? You're gonna be like them 10 lions. So unfortunately, the real woman agree with too much shit that these hoes is on, so we don't know the fucking difference. Y'all gotta stand far away from the hoes, because y'all dress like them. Y'all wear the same shit they wear.
That's right.
Y'all listen to the same music they listen to. And y'all stand for the same shit they stand for. In most cases, not you, baby, but in most cases, the real women got too much in common with the hoes. Let me give you an example. We from the hood and all that. But a street nigga that's really out in the plug, that's really out there doing that dumb shit, he ain't got shit in common with me. So we look mad different. The women, y'all look too much, talk too much, and act too much like the bitches who ain't shit. So we don't know the difference.
Guys, when I tell you, listen, this conversation that these people had in the street could have went on for a long time, and I would have been watching every bit of it. Because initially what this woman did was prove exactly what he said in the first video and proved exactly what I just said. Okay? Because she walked up to him like, I'm a woman. What happened? What you said? What you was trying to say about women? Like, again, trying to put him in his place, and he's not backing down. He's like, I said what I said. I said that you women do this. Not necessarily you, because I don't know you. However, blah, 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 blah. And then her only defense, because women have to be defensive, regardless of if you're right or not, they have to find some kind of nook and cranny to prove that her walking over there was for a reason, right? Because she doesn't want to seem like she walked over there for no reason and inserted herself in a conversation that didn't make any sense because she was unnecessary in the conversation. Just being honest. So then her defense was like, well, you must not be dealing with real women. Like, well, maybe it's because you're picking wrong, or you don't know who you dealing with, or that's the women that you know. And we can look at a majority of women right now on social media. Okay, we can go on every social media platform and agree with what this man says. And I love his comeback, right? His comeback was immediately like, okay, but y'all all mixy. Y'all all doing the same things. You guys are all sharing the same interests. So how are we going to know who's who and who's what? Where are we going to find the drastic difference if you guys all literally are looking the same and displaying the same type of energy? And I agree with him. Okay, I agree with him. I loved this conversation. I want to know what you guys think about this conversation in the comment section down below. I know we can go on and on talking about this. But I want to hear you guys' perspective about this conversation. Let me know what you guys think about this. Again, in the comment section, hit that subscribe button. If you are not subscribed, join the family. Give this video a thumbs up, and also hit that post notification bell. It will notify you every single time that I post a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you.